Hey YouTube, this is the Robinhood Investor. Hope you had a great week of trading. As always, I really appreciate your support. So if you like this video, give it a thumbs up. And if you want to learn about investing, subscribe to this channel. Today I'm going to talk about my Robinhood portfolio. Currently I'm at $183,317. Cash position of $5,653. I also have another $20,000 in cash in a high yield savings account so that I can easily deploy the capital into the market when there are opportunities to buy. Most of my portfolio is in US equities, and the market has been rallying since the end of last year. And since the market is a pendulum that swings between unsustainable optimism, which makes stocks too expensive, and unjustified pessimism, which makes them too cheap, I'm very cautious on how I enter new positions since optimism is extremely high at the moment. Scrolling down a bit, now for cryptocurrencies, I'm still holding my positions and not selling any of it at the moment. And Ethereum, I only have one Ethereum. And I have more in my Coinbase GDAX account. It's definitely an extremely volatile and speculative asset, so I'm not buying more. And I'm just going to continue holding for the long term. Scrolling back up to the stocks. So first one is ETF, VOO, Vanguard S&P 500. This tracks the S&P 500 index. It has a very low expense ratio, very high liquidity, so it's easy to get in and out of the position. And it's a very efficient way to diversify your portfolio. Next is VGT, Vanguard Information Technology, which tracks the technology sector. Also low expense ratio and high liquidity, and a very easy way to diversify into the tech sector. Next is Schwab Large Cap ETF, which is similar to VOO Large Cap ETF. Next is Spider S&P 500 ETF, which is also similar to VOO and Schwab Large Cap ETF. First stock is Apple, ticker symbol AAPL, which is a consumer electronics company. Majority of revenue is from iPhone. Also a very good dividend play. Warren Buffett has a huge stake in Apple and continues to add to his positions. And as Apple continues to buy back shares, hopefully it'll increase EPS. And since recently their chief design officer left the company, I still think that Apple will continue to be able to be innovative as well as do well in their products, especially iPhone, and as they continue to ramp up their services sector. Next is Alibaba, ticker symbol BABA, which is an e-commerce company in consumer to consumers, business to consumer, and business to business. It's very large in terms of the retail total sales. It pays no dividends, and it's also my exposure to the Asia Pacific market. Next is Visa, which is a payment processing solution company. It dominates in the rest of the world outside of China with 50% market share of global payments minus China. Also pays dividends. Next is Microsoft, which is an enterprise and consumer business solution company. Some of their products include Windows operating system, Microsoft Office Suite, Azure Cloud Computing, and it's also a very good dividend play. Next is Amazon, which is an e-commerce and cloud computing company. It's one of the largest internet retailers in the world, and Warren Buffett announced that Berkshire has been adding positions to Amazon. Next is Google or Alphabet. Alphabet being the parent company of Google, dominates the online advertisement space. Some of the products include the Google search engine, the Google Chrome web browser, and YouTube. It took a significant dip after their earnings report, but I think it's a good long-term play. Next is, so this is GOG, Class C shares, GOGL is Class A shares. Next is Johnson & Johnson, which is in the medical devices, pharmaceutical, and consumer goods business. Its well-known consumer products include Band-Aid, Tylenol, Johnson's baby products, and Neutrogena skin products. It's a very good dividend play for long term. Next is Boeing, which is an aerospace and defense company. It's the largest global aircraft manufacturer and one of the largest defense contractors in the world based on revenue. It's also a very good dividend play. And even though it took a dip after recent news of the Boeing 787 MAX, I still think it's a good long-term play. Next is NVIDIA, which is a semiconductor company which manufactures GPUs for gaming, cars, and mobile computing. It's also in the data center business. Next is McDonald's, which is the world's largest restaurant chain by revenue in over 100 countries. It's also a very good dividend play. Next is United Health, which is doing well providing healthcare products and insurance services. Tencent, which is an internet-related service and products, entertainment, and artificial intelligence in China and globally. This is another Asia Pacific play in my portfolio. Next is Home Depot, which is in the home improvement space. Facebook, which is the parent company of Facebook, Instagram, WhatsApp, and Oculus VR. Recently, they're getting into the cryptocurrency blockchain space with their Libra product, and they partner with a lot of large companies, internet companies. Berkshire Hathaway, which is a holding company led by Warren Buffett, wholly owns Geico, Dairy Queen, Fruit of the Loom, and partially owns Kraft Heinz, American Express, Wells Fargo, Coca-Cola, and Bank of America, as well as Apple. 3M, which is a conglomerate company that makes over 55,000 products, including adhesives, protective equipment, medical and dental products, electronic materials, car care products, and the list goes on and on. It's a very good dividend play, and this stock took a significant dip after earnings. PayPal, which facilitates online payments and money transfers, its subsidiaries include Venmo and Braintree. Costco operates in membership warehouses selling a variety of products. AT&T, which is one of the world's largest telecom companies and is the second largest provider of mobile telephone services and largest provider of fixed telephone services in the US market. It's a really good dividend play and is also the parent company of mass media conglomerate Warner Media, making it the world's largest media and entertainment company in terms of revenue. Next is PepsiCo, which provides food, beverage, and snacks. It's a very good dividend play. Next, Era Energy, which is in the utilities sector, provides electricity and other energy sources to consumers. Baozun, which is the Shopify of China. It's an e-commerce solution and provides e-commerce services. There's a lot of recognized brands under them that are customers of Baozun, like Nike, Microsoft, Honda, Panasonic, Starbucks, just to name a few companies that try to make an online presence in China. Activision Blizzard, which is the largest game company and makes games like Call of Duty, Destiny, Overwatch, Warcraft, and Starcraft. Taiwan Semiconductor Manufacturer is the largest semiconductor manufacturer. Baidu, which is internet-related services and products, artificial intelligence, and is like the Google of China. Next is Constellation Brands, which produces beer, wine, and spirits. It's the largest beer import company by sales and has over 100 brands in its portfolio. NetEase is a Chinese technology company and develops China's online PC and mobile games, advertising services, communication services, and e-commerce platforms. Ichi is an online video platform similar to Netflix that caters to the Chinese markets. Next couple ones are ETFs and are sector specific. Vanguard Consumer Discretionary, which is more cyclical than consumer staples. Vanguard Healthcare ETF. Vanguard Industrials ETF. iShares S&P 500, which is similar to VOO and SPY. Mega Cap Value ETF. And that's all in my Robinhood portfolio. I plan to continue holding these stocks and ETFs and buying more stocks, preferably a good balance between dividend paying stocks and growth stocks. I also plan on increasing my cash position, currently at 5,000 in my Robinhood account and 20,000 in my high yield savings account. But I want to get this to at least 30,000, maybe even 40,000, so I can easily buy when there's opportunities to buy. That's all for this video. What moves are you making in your portfolio? Comment down below. Remember to use my referral links below, and both of us get $20 for using personal capital or free stock for using Robinhood. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up. And if you want to learn more about investing, subscribe to this channel. See you in the next video.